NSAS report, the much awaited reports of the NSAS panel report in Lagos were submitted this week to the governor. Since then, there have been reactions, claims and counterclaims on its authenticity. What is your reading of the findings of this report?
Well, I think that our people have placed too much accent on the events at Lekki. Yes, I agree absolutely that nobody deserves to die while fighting for a common cause. Those who stood up against police extrajudicial killings, they earned my support. I gave my support from beginning to the end, because anybody could be a victim of police brutality and murder. So we needed to find a way to solve this problem. If I have a young man being shot in broad daylight by the police, I knew that a protest to draw attention to the irresponsible behavior of some of our policemen was absolutely necessary. Some of the people who think that it's not necessary to stand up to police dehumanization of fellow Nigerians, one day when the shoe is on the wrong foot, they will realize how much they need a police that is responsible to the Nigerian people, a police that will not take people's lives at will. That was what NSAS stood for. Yes, they stayed on the road for too long, and at a point, I was worried myself. But my support for NSAS was from the beginning to the end. Don't also forget that there were even governors who joined the NSAS protesters as they marched through the cities of our country, including the governor of Kwara State. He marched well over a mile with them. So there was nothing wrong in the idea of NSAS. But some hoodlums who are looking for an opportunity to free some of their friends and accomplices in detention and in prison decided to hijack the protest. And at that point, the governor of Lagos State became worried, became desperate. He wanted a solution at all costs. He called for a curfew. The timing was wrong because there was no way by which people could obey that directive within so short a time. That was a mistake that was made the first time. And then the security agencies, they stormed Lekki and opened fire. We now know that people were killed on the day. We now know that people were injured on the day. I'm not going to go into how many people were killed, because Delegiwa said that one life taken in cold blood is as important as many lives lost in a pogrom. So we should not be going to this argument, how many people were killed, they did not get people's names correctly and all that. One of the youth members, the young members of that panel, have said that the leaked report is actually not the real report. That before the final report, some of those mistakes were corrected. But in terms of the recommendations, in terms of his findings, the same report that is in circulation is largely factual.